Hi everyone, today is August 2, 2022. And it is 6:40 p.m. and 22 degrees Celsius. We're now in the Yorkville area of downtown Toronto. It is a Tuesday evening. It's a very nice and mellow, soft kind of day here today in Yorkville. Here's a look down this pathway to Bloor Street. And so this pathway has benches where people can rest and take a break. And here's some more seating with tables. It's nice to take a break every once in a while from the hustle bustle of the city. And there's some green space and some trees. There's Sassafras. This is a very popular restaurant here in Yorkville. And it looks quite busy today. It usually is quite busy. And it's at the corner of Cumberland and Bel Air Street. Excuse me. Sorry. Thank you. And I can hear someone playing the steel band drums in the distance. It sounds like it may be coming from the east side of Bel Air Street on Bloor Street. Usually there's a spot there where you'll find someone playing the steel band drums. Here's a look east on Bloor Street. Let's go down St. Thomas Street. Here's a look at Old Renfrewman. This is a look south down on St. Thomas Street. There's a Swiss Army knife brand store here, but it closed down during the pandemic, I believe, and now it's for lease. It looks like there's a notice here for the construction of a residential building with retail uses at grade. Look how tall that building is. It's around 79 stories, 1,118 residences, and it has enough parking spaces for 95 cars and 1,118 bicycles. So this is going to be a very big building, very interesting. There's Rimowa, and I believe they sell bags and luggage kinds of items. Here's the Windsor Arms Hotel. And the Windsor Arms residences would be at the top there. And so those are our condos. Here's Enigma Fine Dining, though it seems to be closed at the moment. And we're now here at St. Thomas Street and Sultan Street. Let's take a look at this place here across the street. Some beautiful brick buildings here. You can see the attention to detail on the designs. There's a patio there in the distance. Here's the residences at 8 Sultan, or Sultan, I should say. And there's a really cool glass building here that I want to show you guys. There's some more apartments here at 2 Sultan Street. But take a look at this building here. See if I could get all of it in one view. There it is. It's all glass, and it's got this wavy, curvy kind of design and style to it. And yet they maintained these older buildings, maybe because these are heritage buildings or they have heritage status. And so they had to not leave these ones undisturbed while they build around it. And this green condominium building in front of us is 77 Charles Street. This wavy building is 7 St. Thomas. Let me see if I could get a look from across the street to get a more complete view. Here's the view from the west looking east. And it's just such a beautiful, unique design. And the way it kind of interlaces with the historical buildings next to it is very interesting. But yeah, this green building here is 77 Charles Street. This is an amazing condominium development. And this was developed by Aspen Ridge Homes. This is very high quality, very upscale. This is probably one of my favorite condominium buildings in the city. It's an amazing location. that wall there, there's a wavy wall design there. That's a artwork that I'm going to put up an information board onto the screen for you guys with its name and the artist that created it. It's also got this wavy kind of style to it. Here's the Manulife Center. I'm gonna go inside there and get some water. And we're just gonna go downstairs here where there is the city market. Upstairs is Cineplex, Good Life, Universal, Indigo, Italy, and LCBO. Here's Via Bloor Radio. They have this really cool logo. Here's a part of their display of Via Bloor Radio. And here's Bay Convenience and Parker's Custom Clothing Care. Looks like it would be a dry cleaning store. And I'm going to go ahead and buy a bottle of water, a big bottle of water. As I tend to get quite dehydrated on these walks through the sunny city. And these are the waters that I get. There we go. Natural spring water. And they've got the self-checkouts here. Here's a look at what the self-checkouts look like. You just put the water here, put it over here, then we pay. And by the time I take out my Optimum card, that prompt for the Optimum card has disappeared. And I'll be paying with Visa. And there we go. Take our receipt.
Thank you for using self-checkout.
I don't need this receipt, so I'll just throw it out here. And I got my water. There's the Scascia restaurant, and they serve Italian food. Here's Ron White, it's a shoe store. Upstairs is a theater. We'll have to check that out next time. And here's the Indigo store. This one I will also leave for next time. It's been a bit of a long day for me. Here's Over the Rainbow. This is a clothing store that used to be located in Yorkville, and they moved it in here inside the Manulife Center. Here's Nirvana Home Collection. They've got all kinds of desks and couches and stuff like that. Here's the Bank of Montreal, which is recognizable by its blue, red, and white colors. And they've got this cool LED wraparound screen in there. See if I can zoom in. It's hard to see maybe, but it's pretty cool, very unique. Here's the entrance to the Italy Il Gran Cafe. Here's the entranceway of the Manulife Center. This is the entrance that is facing Bloor Street. It's got these LED televisions on either side. And across the street is Holt Renfrew. We're now here on Bloor Street. There's a look east on Bloor Street. And here's a Scotiabank. This is cool. It's got this nice LED television screen in there, which is huge. Here's a look at what the sign and the building looking up looks like. And we're walking east on Bloor Street. Here's 33 Bloor Street. And this goes into the subway station. And so if you walk down there and down the stairs, you would find yourself at Bloor subway station. Here's Cafe Landwehr, and it's pretty busy today. The patio is almost full. Something smells really good. The food must be really delicious here. Here's a fresh juice store. And Palgong Tea, Korea's finest bubble tea. Here's 55 Bloor Street East. There is Skylight, which I believe is a relatively new restaurant. I think they just opened, if I'm not mistaken. It's a very, very beautiful design that they have. says rooftop bar, W Toronto. I'm guessing this is probably part of the hotel that is the W. I should say the W Toronto. Here's a closer look at the sign. This is pretty cool backlit sign. And here's the entranceway to get to the W. I'm guessing that's the W Hotel. And so there we go, Hotel Valet. So that's where their valet would be.
So it was just like another building.
And there's a nail salon. Here's the market by Longo's. And I'll take you guys in there someday. Here's Mad Radish and Yuzuki. This is 120 Bloor Street East. And they got the coat of arms up here on top of the facade. IBM is located here, as well as these other tenants. And we got another blue, red and white Bank of Montreal location here. There's another beautiful office building. It's just amazing the kind of stuff that these architects and developers and builders put together. I mean, it's just, you look at some of these condominiums and office buildings and skyscrapers, and it really makes you wonder, how do they make these amazing, impressive structures? Here's a look from a closer angle. And that's 175 Bloor. We're now passing Church Street as I walk east on Bloor Street. Today's been a bit of a long day for me, though I did meet some cool people during this walk right after my break. And it's always nice to interact with friendly people in Toronto and have a conversation. And here's the Manulife Insurance building. This is a very grand and impressive building. It's across the street from St. Paul's. This is St. Paul's Anglican Church. This church is interesting because it has a modern glass section that is added on, and it also still maintains this old style that it started with. And here's an art display. But yeah, this Manulife Insurance building, it's a very remarkable building. It's got these twin gold doors. It is very impressive. The lawn is always clean and perfectly manicured. If there ever was a term one could use to describe the landscaping of this building's area. And there's another public art installation where it shows a group of people all busy and moving in various directions and showing the hustle bustle of the city life. Here is Finn McCool's and the residence on Bloor. Here's a Starbucks coffee store. I like this location. It's very nice, quiet, private. You can get your Starbucks. You can enjoy the nice weather outside on the patio. There's a Breitling office in this building here. This is 250 Bloor Street. It's got the Manulife logo at the top. And it says Manulife Private Wealth. Here's a look south on Ted Rogers Way. As you can see, there's some work being done to the roads. And there's a Subway sandwich there to the south of the Starbucks coffee, kind of hidden there, hard to see from Bloor Street. Here's another public artwork, which is a big LED screen showing people walking along it. And it's just like that 24 hours a day. Here's the Rogers building at 333 Bloor Street East. But yeah, that artwork with the LED screen and the people walking on it has been here for as long as I can remember. And I find it pretty unique. I find it interesting when artists use technology in their work. And there's another artwork in the form of a mural down here. See if I get a better look for you guys. Well, it's hard to get just the right angle. Let me unlock this. And there we go. This is Mount Pleasant Road, and over there is another Rogers building. I think that's their head office, if I'm not mistaken. Here's an Expectation restaurant, cafe, and bar. Here's 345 Bloor East, where you'll find many different stores, from Maja Indian cuisine to McDonald's to a wide variety of tenants, such as these ones here on this information board. There's No Frills, Rexall, drugstore. This McDonald's here is open 24 hours. There's a Canada Post, and doctor's office, and a Booster Juice. There's also a munchieworld.ca store in there, and it says the world's best snacks. And it looks like the fire truck is being called somewhere. Looks like there might be an emergency somewhere. Here's another office building where you'll find the National Post. I wonder if this is their head office or just another location of office space that they have in the city. This is 365 Bloor East. And they've got this huge colorful wall in there. Looks like an LED screen. And it looks like it wraps around. That's pretty cool. Changes colors. And here's another Aroma Espresso bar. They have some very high quality and premium stuff there in terms of how, or as far as coffee shops go. And there's another Subway sandwiches store there. And this one's a little bit more visible, but also I think it has visibility challenges because of the construction, and they've got all these scaffolding things set up there. This is pretty cool. This condo here is the new edge of Rosedale, and so that's pretty cool. This is a great location. There's Day and Night Cannabis Shop and Pita Land Mideast Urban Kitchen. And it looks like this is the entrance for the condominium at 409 Bloor Street East. And a Tim Hortons with a new Tim's walk-up window. These walk-up windows are a response to the COVID-19 pandemic. It seems to be closed at the moment. Maybe they're going to be opening it up later on. Here's a look north on Sherburne Street. That leads right into Rosedale. Here's a look south on Sherburne Street. And here's Sherburne Station. In one of my earlier videos, I take you guys on a walking tour through Rosedale. And there's a lot of history there. Here's Circle K. And they're open 24 hours. Here's the 425 Bloor Street East office building. And this is where they have an international college where a lot of students visit from all over the world. It says they have the International Language Academy of Canada. And here's Toronto Fire Station 313. Looks like they got 2 bays and one of them is open, one of them is closed.
But so you don't have
And here's Sherburne subway station. This is one of their entrances on the east side. They also have another entrance on the west side. And so we are now on the very eastern end of Bloor Street. And once it gets to the bridge, it turns into Danforth. Here's the Church of St. Peter and St. Simon the Apostle. I'm going to end this one at a relatively new condominium building. Or I should say 2 condominium buildings. And here they are. I'm just about to go across the street and get a better view. And here they are. Here are the 2 buildings. One is very flat and strong vertical lines and strong horizontal lines. And this is a very beautiful building. And the other is curvy, and so it curves around. And so what a beautiful contrast between one of the buildings being very sharp and angular and the other being very curvy. I think that was very cool, very unique to make them like that. Here's a look at both in one view. This building is 585 Bloor Street. It's also called Via Bloor. I'm going to see if I can take you guys across the street to take a look at the green space that they have beside it. Here's a look up at both buildings. It's hard to say which building I like better. This curvy one's pretty cool, but that angular one is also pretty professional. And this is Parliament Street, and this goes all the way down to Lakeshore. Right now they are having a special event called the Cabbagetown Parkscape, and that's on Parliament Street. Just go south. You'll see it right around Carlton Street. But yeah, here's the green space beside 585 Bloor Street. And they've got these 3 pillars that gives the appearance that as if they're holding up this end of the building. I don't know if they're actually structural supports or not. Here's a plaque. Here's a brief view of the plaque. I have it in a previous video, but I also wanted to show you guys what it looks like here today. Here's a look up. And this is such a cool looking building, especially from this angle. This angle is very important because if you're living on this side and you got an eastern view, that means that as soon as the sun comes up in the morning, you get it. So you get the sunrise. And so I think that that's much more interesting than being on the other side, the west side. But whichever side one is on, this is an amazing location. You have Danforth over there to the east. To the west you have Yorkville. You're very close to the highway. And everything here is brand new in these buildings. So you're the first one that gets to live there in the units. What's interesting about this particular building is that some of the floor plans are 2 floors. And so you got an upstairs and a downstairs. And that's and so I'm going to end this one here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button. To see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.